Icarus. So I kind of cheated with this one. I already played this game off camera, and that's kind of because I wanted to try and wait for developers to get back to me when I messaged them for permission. But so far, Firefly Studios is still the only one to have done that. And since indie devs tend to be a bit more relaxed, how about a nice fun indie game? So this is Raft. Since I already played it, I'm going to try to make a perfect raft for you guys rather than just seeing me fumble around. You might still see some of that. But, you know, anything we're doing is worth doing right, even hiding bodies in the middle of the night. But you don't want to do that because just, I don't know. I was going somewhere with that, but anyways, I'm on a raft. No hiding bodies here, just dumping them over to the side, but nobody's visiting my raft. What are we going to call it? I know Jack called his Wilson. I don't want to follow that. I've seen a lot of YouTubers play this because of Kisa watching just about every YouTuber imaginable. Okay, there's only 4 or 5 of them. She really watches all that much, but let's call it Refuge. That's the name of a town in one of my characters' stories. That brings up another topic in mind, actually. I was thinking of adding to the channel a vlog series called Storytime with Icarus, where I actually tell you stories about my IP characters, the backstories they've been in, and the backstories they have, the stories they've been in. Give me that lumber! I need to build up my raft right away. I need to get a harp. I need to get the spear right away, or Sharky will kill me. But yeah, so I was thinking of telling you a bit about myself, my characters, just what I've done before trying to start YouTube. And I was wondering about some feedback on that. Those of you who watch this video, feel free to jump in the comment section telling me if you'd like to hear it, if you think it's a horrible idea, if you think I should just hide and not try to think about any of this. Okay, so I got some materials here, not enough to make anything yet, I don't think. Well, I could probably make a water purifier, but I'm gonna let myself dehydrate a bit while I focus on first getting that harpoon. I need to be able to fight off the shark before he starts eating my raft. Is the shark already trying to eat my raft? No, he's out there. Just having a good old time. Okay, so the harpoon requires 2 rope, 4 cans, 4 wood. I think I've got everything I need. Just barely. Okay, so now Sharky's not going to be a problem. Let's just go ahead and stash my lumber and things I'm not going to use in spaces where they're more appropriate. Ooh, raft needs lumber. I cannot expand without lumber. Okay, the shark meat, when you get it, by killing the shark, of course, is actually quite unique in that it refills both your hunger and water meter, so that's why I'm not too concerned about my water. And yes, I keep a meticulously organized inventory. I'm actually going to pause recording at this point. I'll start the recording back up when I've got a little more to work with. I'm just going to keep gathering resources and expand my raft a little. You guys won't miss a thing. Hey, welcome back. I told you I'd be a little bit better off when you got back here. So I expanded my raft as promised. got myself a water purifier and a cooking station, also a fishing pole, and that spear that I wanted. I think I might have got that before taking the break. Basically right now what I'm doing is working on the second floor. You see I already made the stairs and some pillars. You make all that from the hammer. But now that I got stairs and pillars, let's get the floor of the next. Let's get next floor going. And this is actually going to be bigger than the base of the raft. There's a reason for that, other than me running out of lumber to make it. You can actually build one square out from a pillar in every direction, which means I didn't need to even build these pillars so close together. I mainly just did it because I like symmetry. But I'm out of lumber, so give me more. Let me make my dream raft. Lumber, why are you... I wish things would go to your inventory when you loot them, with the exception of actual consumables and things you can interact with directly. Who knows, that might actually come in a later patch to the game. But, yeah, I think raw materials that you really can't do anything with by themselves... Uh-oh. Sharky, you cannot destroy my raft. Go away. My raft, not yours. Ooh, so much for fishing for me. I think I'm finally going to craft that storage chest. Yeah, I don't have the lumber for it. Okay, so now that I got shark meat, I can show you what I meant, what I was talking about there with the fact that it will conveniently refill both thirst and hunger. But I really want to get that second floor done, because that's where my planting areas are going to go. Third floor of the raft is just going to be silly, whatever I feel like putting up there, assuming I ever reach that point. Okay, I guess the mackerel refills some thirst too, but okay, now let's get up here and finish this floor before Sharky destroys everything. That is Sharky McSharkinson down there, who is acting out because his parents didn't hug him enough as a child. Okay, that's just gonna be my story. I'm sticking to it for now. I am trying to... No! Barrel! Barrels have goodies! Not if you miss them, they don't. Now, as much as I talked about other features I'd like to see, one feature I already see of this game that some people might pick on because it's not realistic and whatnot is the fact that your hook goes through your raft, that you can throw it through thine raft. Can I still get that barrel way out there? Nope. But I'm going to get the lumber and thatch on the way back that I was going to get anyway. There's a barrel right here. See, barrels have like 5 to 8 goodies in them. And later, when you have more resources than you have anything to do with, if you throw them out, you can throw out entire stacks of 10 and they will form a barrel themselves. And I think it might be an interesting mechanic later in the game if the developer decides to make a multiplayer function in the game. So when one person throws out a resource, another person can later find a barrel that just like, hey, 10 scrap! I've been needing scrap! Or 10 thatch. Unfortunately, I don't think thatch will ever be the resource people will throw out. Thatch or lumber, because you're always using thatch and lumber. Scrap, not so much, but always thatch and lumber. You see how I had 11 lumber right there, and I'm down to, what, 2? I don't think I can even make my stairs to the next spot. I know I can't make my chest or my tree planting crop. Can't even make my potato planting crop because out of lumber. I want my tree planting crop first because that will get me lumber. But I think I might want to make another pillar right there so I can literally make my second floor just an exact replica of my first floor, but bigger. Because I'll be able to build out in all directions for that. I'm just a little worried about Sharky getting my pillars. I might expand the base floor so that it's about the same shape and size as the second floor, because that will give that little bit of extra protection. Sharky will have to eat through a layer before he can take out anything important. Hey, stay off my net. I worked hard to make that net. Actually, hard it wasn't difficult. It was just time consuming to gather up all the materials with just my little hook. I'm probably going to actually make like 4 more nets to fill in the gaps and to expand a little tiny bit off to the side. Shark meat, shark meat. My bar is full because the wood went to it instead of its home. Num num. Okay. So it doesn't refill as much dehydration, much of that as I thought or hoped it would. And yeah, the ramp's a little cramped right now. I wonder if later the developer is going to add a way to relocate things you've already placed. Like if I could move these, that'd be great. Maybe not while they're cooking, though. I mean, even if the developer does allow us to move things, probably not gonna let us move things while they're cooking stuff. Okay, so I got plenty of rope to work with. So I could make those more nets I was talking about, or I can make something a little more useful. A couple somethings a little more useful. So I'm gonna put my potatoes right here because that spot's just dependent upon the main pillar. And there, now if I don't kill a shark or forget to go fishing for a while, I am golden there. But I also want some trees. I just don't know where exactly I want to put them because they take up a metric ton of space. I'm going to decide on that after I've placed another pillar, which is still going to require yet more lumber. Actually, I think I've got enough lumber already. Requires a little bit of lumber and a fair amount of scrap. And this pillar is going to get in my way so often, but I don't 2 lumber, 2 scrap. Perfectly fair. Okay, so now if I go back to my floor area, I can... Oh, that just doesn't look right. Oh wait, no, it looks right. It avoids the stairs. See, I can't build there. Well, I could build there, but I don't have the lumber. But that would get in the way of me climbing stairs. So yeah, that's going to be my second floor. Once I get the lumber for those 2 extra spaces and pick a spot to place my tree. I might put my tree on those 2 extra spaces because they're going to be practically useless for anything else. I only got 1 lumber. Why must you thwart my plans? Okay, so waiting on more wood to drift into my nets because I am done hooking it. Okay, I'm not done hooking it. You see how much just drifted by there? Okay, it's just 2 lumber, 2 scrap. I want the lumber. At some point, I will have to make that chest, though. I'll put my obsolete tools in there instead of throwing them away, because we are not wasteful. We are many things. We are patient. We are bland sometimes. Outright boring. Probably going to put more trees on the second floor than the third one here, actually, because I'm not planning on building more than 3 floors high. but each floor I build higher gives me more and more space to work with. More thatch, yes, I'll take that. Thatch, by the way, is only useful for making rope, for those who haven't already seen other people play this. I probably should call myself a YouTuber. I mean, obviously I'm making YouTube videos, I am a YouTuber, but Sharky, I hear you trying to destroy my stuff again. And it's one of my precious nets. You know how expensive those are. Okay. You know, I think I will make one more net before I start on that third floor. And I might even just save that third floor for the next episode entirely. But it's not going to be symmetrical till I can get another net. Hey, wood, come here. And you, scrap, sure. Why not? Okay, so gonna do another net here. So things stop drifting under my raft. Another net there. Now nothing will be able to drift under my raft no more. And I need to drink more. Not an alcoholism reference, just base fact, I need to drink more. And yeah, I might make one more panel of net on each side. And then maybe expand the base floor around so that there's less risk of Sharky just up and devouring one of my precious things. Put this batch of stairs here. Then I gotta start placing pillars. But I'm out of lumber. And I think out of time for this episode. Actually, I think this is one of my shorter ones, but I'm going to try to make them shorter because I was getting into the habit of making just way too long of plays, and that might have been boring people. Anyways, that's Raft. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys want to weigh in on that whole Storytime with Icarus idea I've got, feel free to say something in the comment below. If you like watching me, go ahead and tap the like button, maybe subscribe to stick around for more. For now, Icarus is out.